Hi, my name is Matt Kendricks. I'm the project founder for dSIPRouter. Today, I'm going to talk to you about a new module that we just released to help you become STIR and shaking compliant, leveraging the TransNexus Clear IP service. So let's go ahead and get to it. So I think the way I want to approach this is I want to do this. I don't want to belabor this. I want to make it quick and sweet for you. So let me just start with a couple of points about me. So I've been doing this for about 10 years now. I got started in technology with Commodore 64, and I have a set of people that depend on me. That's the reason why I do this. I have a 26-year-old, a 24-year-old, a wife, a 4-year-old, and also a 8-year-old that's very active. If you want to connect with me, you can reach me on Twitter or you can send me an email. Both of those are on this slide. So the problem space, why are we here? So June 30th, 2022 is quickly approaching. The US FCC wants what they would consider small VoIP service providers to become STIR shaking compliant. So that's what we're trying to do, is make this as quick and easy for these set of folks to get compliant. So let's look at the problem space. Today, many of you that are in this space are leveraging FreePBX, Fusion PBX, or just pure Asterisk or FreeSwitch. You have a set of handsets out there. Those calls are then terminated at a upstream VoIP provider. Most of those upstream VoIP providers, usually the well-known ones that we know, have already became STIR shaking compliant. The federal government are really focused on really the small VoIP service providers in order to get them STIR and shaking compliant. So let's look at the solution space that we've designed in this new module. So instead of calls going directly to the carrier, they would go to dSIPRouter. dSIPRouter would then handle the complexity of getting an identity header, which is what's required to be placed in the invite of all calls going outbound from your from your uh, from your media servers. So dSIPRouter will actually intercept that particular request, send it off to TransNexus. TransNexus would send back an identity header. We will place the identity header in the SIP invite and then ship it off to the upstream VoIP provider. So this makes things like very simple. You don't need to worry about going to figure out how to manage and rotate these certificates. You don't have to understand all the intricacies of setting up STIR shaking. But let's get into a little bit more detail how this kind of works. So inside of dSIPRouter, we've added a new UI interface under system settings, and you will go in and you would enable it. By default is going to have the actual IP address or the host name of the TransNexus service. The name of their service is called Clear IP. So that's why you see that here. It's sip.clearip.com. But at the end of the day, that's really TransNexus. And then from there, you're going to need to put in a license key. So this is a premium module. We do charge for this module. You can buy a license by clicking the buy a license button on the UI. Let's look at the call flow that happens once you enable it. So you see to the left, this is going to be my this is my Zapier SIP client. I'm sorry, my mouse keeps moving here. Okay, I won't touch it. This is my Zapier SIP client. And then what you see here is that it hits dSIPRouter. dSIPRouter then sends an invite to the TransNexus Clear IP service. It sends back a 302 moved temporarily. That when it's actually sent back, that contains the identity header, and then we inject the identity header into the invite, and then we send it out to your carrier. In this case, I'm sending it out to a carrier here. So let's look at what the 302 from TransNexus looks like. The most important portion of this is this is the identity header. Um, geez, the identity header here, and the identity header is what is injected into your SIP invite. Now, what's the unique value proposition of this? Well, you don't have to worry about obtaining and managing certificates. TransNexus will handle that. You don't have to integrate with TransNexus. We handle all the hard work. The reason why this is a paid module, we ensure that if there's any changes to how their service works, we handle that. If you upgrade to a new version, we make sure that a new version of dSIPRouter, that is, we will ensure that it continues to work. Installation is a one-line command, so it installs Camilio, RTP engine, the dSIPRouter UI, and the TransNexus STIR shaking module. Uh, Probably one of the most important things, you don't have to learn how the STIR shaking protocol works. All this is built on Camilio, so it's very reliable, and it only costs $82 a month. So next steps, I would recommend download and install dSIPRouter. Use Debian 10 or Debian 11 for the best experience. The link to the actual install website will be in the notes below. You can sign up for a TransNexus account. You'll need to go to their website, and they can do a contact form, and they'll get back with you right away and get you signed up there. You'll get a 7-day trial of the TransNexus STIR shaking module from us. So if you go to that UI that I talked about, there's a button there, and that'll take you to where you can actually sign up and get a 7-day trial. Or you can go directly at the link that, again, it'll be in the notes of this video. And then from there, you can start sending your free PBX, Fusion PBX, or other PBX traffic to dSIPRouter, and configure dSIPRouter to send that traffic out to your carrier. We'll handle communicating with TransNexus and getting an identity header injected into your SIP messages. From there, you just sit back, relax, and because you know your VoIP company is now STIR shaking compliant. So that's it for me today. Appreciate you listening to us, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.